Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pedrosa Travel Channel. And we are here live with Eddie Lugo. Eddie Lugo's in the house. Welcome, everybody, into the show. I see you brought your viewers into the show. Thank you so much for coming in. It's going to be an exciting show today as we talk about our topic today, which is going to be group cruises, which I think Eddie, the king of pineapples himself, is probably the expert of this topic. And so that's why you're in the house. So thank you so much for coming in, Eddie. I see you brought some visitors in. I want to say hello to Bone Tired Travelers. Thank you for coming in.
And hello, Denise.
And nice also, picture. And Denise, and then you're in your own studio, so that's good. This is going to be a dual streaming. I'm new to the live streaming on StreamYard, but with these new features, we can do twice the streaming. So whatever channel you're coming in on, or if you're coming in for the replay, thank you so much for coming in. Right. Before we get into our topic, and I do want to learn more about your channel, Eddie. Actually, I know a lot about your channel, but I don't know if all the viewers here will know about your channel, so we're going to talk about that. But I like to do a little part that I'm calling the Road to 1K. We have recently hit 1,000 subscribers here on the Travel Channel, and I know you have as well. And I know we all know what it's like trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. And I like to help out all those who are out there today. So let's bring out. Come Hither with Heather is an exciting channel. She goes to different places. She likes to do a lot of what we call urban exploring the paranormal, and doing live streams. She looks at crazy churches. She's done a lot of historical stuff as well. She's explored some of those abandoned. Sometimes it's kind of creepy, but it is kind of interesting. And there's a lot of history in those old buildings as well. So I'd encourage you, if you've not checked out her channel, check out Come Hither with Heather. She is at 968 subscribers as of today, and we'd like to get her above 1,000. So please do visit that channel. And talking about channels today, I'd like to highlight your channel a little bit. Now, we have here today Eddie from Eddie Lugo Studios, and I'm going to try to bring up your channel today. Let's see if I can get that up there. And Eddie Lugo is, of course, part of our cruising community here. We talk about all things travel, and of course, cruising is part of the Travel Channel. And so I think it might go without saying, but you never know with people when you ask them. So why did you decide to start a YouTube channel, Eddie?
You know, it is very funny. I had no idea. I had no intention to get into a YouTube channel. My idea was to do a website or to do drawings and paintings with acrylics. That was my main goal for retirement. And somehow I ended up in Georgia. I came down to work on the house, and some other stuff happened. Hey, buds. And somehow I was over at my nephew's house, and one of my grandnieces says to me, so what are you planning to do with your retirement? So we talked about drawings and stuff like that. She says to me, give me your phone and draw something. I'm going to film you. At the time, she's 14 years old. So she's filming me. She's doing some stuff on the cell phone. She gets back to me and says, now you have a YouTube channel. I'm like, I have a what? I have no idea what she was talking about. I know what YouTube is and all that. So somehow she showed me what she was doing. I started learning a few things about YouTube. Then I started getting myself involved more into the channel, and I kept doing some drawings and filming it with her. So she showed me what she was doing, the editing software that she was using, and all that. So I'm kind of started liking it. I said, wait a minute, it's just easy stuff. I could get into this. So then somehow I started filming around the town here and doing some stuff. Eventually, we went on our first cruise. Eventually, me and Alice, and I said, I'm gonna get involved with the cruising also. So I do traveling mostly in Georgia and mostly when we go cruising, which is not too much cruising right now, but I'm hoping to eventually, spread a little bit more. I still do a drawing once in a while, a painting, and this grandniece of ours. She's still my silent partner. She's a minor, so I don't want her. Her picture or name is nowhere to be found. But she's my silent partner. She's the one that got me going. So and I've been enjoying it, man. The last year and change has been great. So no complaints, man. I'm enjoying it, and I've got an amazing support. So I want to do the same thing by giving somebody else's support also and bringing them up because this is fun.
That's awesome. That's cool. I like the backstory there. You see, you
Oh,
never know what's behind the channel. Everybody
right.
sees the front of the channel, but you don't see the support crew behind the channel.
That's
And
right.
one thing that I've always liked about your channel is the branding of your channel. You have a great banner and you have some good visuals for your live streams, which I know you do a lot of. While we're
Yes.
out
Yes.
here, we'll say hello. I saw that you said hello to the Bud Files. Welcome into the show, the Bud Files. They are a super supportive channel. If you don't know the Bud Files, you need to get to know the Bud Files, talking about urban exploring and paranormal activities. They are really good at that. And then we have Mike and Rihanna Adventures in the house. Thank you. They are waiting from their doctor. That is awesome. And then we have LM in the house. We are so happy to have you. You have a new person in the house, Eddie. She's saying that she's going to be subscribing to your channel. So that's
Nice.
great. That's great. We have so many people here in the house today, and we're so grateful. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on a replay, it's great to have you here. So I know that you do a lot of travel these days. Oh, and then of course, Alice, of course, she's probably just in the other room around the corner.
Right. Me.
I hope so. And then we have EM Archer in. Quick minute to say hello. Whether you can take the whole time or just a minute, we're always happy to have you. Doesn't
Yes.
matter
Yes.
how long you're here for the show.
Yep. She's
So,
up in New York.
got to keep them from New York. So, what was your first video then?
Drawing. It's a little rose that I drew. Maybe about a minute and change. Something quick, and then from that it developed into a few more. I was doing a lot on pencil and marker. I haven't filmed anything on acrylics yet, but I do have the canvases and the paints and all that stuff. But I just haven't done any with them. But I've been drawing a lot on pencil and markers. Towards the, if you go through the videos, the history, about a year ago, you'll find about 8 or 9 different drawing videos.
Cool. Do you ever use those drawings or videos within the videos themselves? Like, do you ever use them for graphic art on your Facebook page or your channel
I
page?
did I did at the beginning, but I haven't. I've been forming more into traveling. I've been doing more traveling videos. Like yesterday, the Six Flags that we went to visit, I did some videos, and I got some content now coming from that. In Facebook, I put a lot of traveling stuff. Not
Yeah.
as much as the drawings that I do.
So did you do your own logo? I like your logo. You have a great
Yes,
logo out there.
yes, yes,
Okay, so you
yes,
did
sir.
your own
Yes.
logo. Nice, nice.
I got extremely good help from a friend that owns a computer business, and he got it more pro done. But yeah, a
You
homemade.
did the outline and then he cleaned it up.
Yes, and
Cool.
not to say much, but if you see Bamanola's logo, that's one of mine too.
Oh,
But it's his
Bamanola.
now. But I did the logo for him.
Bamanola is a great he's a different breed
Yeah.
of YouTuber out there. I don't
Yes.
know how you would classify him, but basically it's about lawn care is what his channel
Yep.
is about.
Yep. And
And
somehow we all watch. I don't. I
I
like
get
watching those videos.
fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the other video that he was doing a video where like the alligators were watching. I'm like, what
Oh,
kind of job do you have? The
yep.
alligators are
I
watching.
will not be even near that water when he was doing that. And they're just sitting there talking to the gator, and the gator just looking. It's like, that thing
Yeah,
to come up to
the gator was just waiting for him. It was just waiting for him.
turn around and don't be looking at me because I'm gonna bite you. No.
And then he had another short where like there was a gator and he actually touched the gator on his head. The gator didn't do anything. I'm like, you're crazy, man. This is crazy.
Cursey cat.
This is crazy. Um, What are the comments here? We had to take a drawing paint color class at CMSB College in Bixie. I don't know where that is.
The Bronx.
The Bronx. Oh,
The
okay.
Bronx.
See, this is why I have to have a New Yorker with me because I don't know. I'm West Coast, so I don't know all the language. You got to help me out here, Eddie. And we had to take it. Okay. I had to contract out all the artwork on my show, and so we're still working on that here. Hey, and we got Roy and Becky in the house. Thank you for coming. Howdy, howdy. That's more my style back here on the West. I'll take the howdy, howdy. That's the way it goes around here.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Did he like the class or not? I guess we'll have to find out. We have a lot more people coming in. Thank you, the Bronx. I don't know. How do you say it right? Do you say it Bronx or you have to say the Bronx?
The Bronx, yeah.
You have to say it the Bronx or it just doesn't work.
The Bronx.
And then we also have Scratch and Pete. Thank you coming in, Pete? Scratch and Pete. He's a great channel as well. One of those scratcher ticket channels. I'm always waiting to see if he's going to win. And if he wins big money, I wonder if he's going to actually continue broadcasting. He supports a lot of channels. We're happy to have you in, Pete. I'm always wondering. Okay, and then the Bone Travel Travelers, they just got back from a weekend in Orange Beach, Alabama. Beautiful beaches. I'm not familiar with those beaches, but I know Orange, California. So I wonder if it's
posted a beautiful sunset and sunrise from the place. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Wow. Okay. And we also have the Clock Family Adventures in the house. Great travel. And speaking of travel, we have Warmstrong Adventure, who just came back from an epic journey. Man, that was an epic journey that you had there, Bill. That was amazing. He was traveling all the way from Australia through all the Pacific Islands, eventually ended up in Seattle. Amazing stuff. And then we have Ada Grace is in. We have lots of people coming in. All the people saying hello. We're so happy to have you in the channel. This is the cool thing about having two channels and how you can link it on StreamYard.
Yes,
you can get more people coming in and learning about the different channels, which I think is great. So speaking of your channel, Eddie, where do you want to see your channel go in 5 years from now? Like if you could wave the future wand, where would your channel be?
We'd love to be doing definitely more cruising, at least 3-4 times a year. And also do a lot of more traveling through land, either in the States or wherever we go. And I'll definitely want to be reaching out to more people out there in the world. Also helping more people. And we'll probably do a podcast eventually in my own website. So, hey, time is future is the limit. So you could get as much as you want to get out there. So I just want to keep going, slowly but surely, but continue getting better, learning as we go.
That's great. Getting out there is good. So since we are on a live stream here, why don't you let us know what kind of social medias are you connected with right now?
So far, only Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
I'm already busy enough as it is to deal with TikTok and all that other stuff. I keep getting stuff from Facebook telling me, here's Instagram link, easy to get to. Easy does it. Let me hold on to what I have right now. So far, I feel very comfortable with what I'm doing. It feels very easy where I'm going. I don't want to get too complicated. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, I am handicapped. I do have my limitations, so I need to be easy does it. So for right now, I'm just selling with Facebook and YouTube.
So Facebook and YouTube for Eddie Lugo. And if you're looking for the Pedrosa Travel Show, you can always go to www.pedrosatravel.com for all things Pedrosa Travel related. I need to update my website. I always think when I do these interviews, I'm like, I need to update the website. But we're also on Facebook and we're also on Instagram and YouTube. So make sure you get out there. Social media is a high presence value and it's good. I agree. Instagram is great because if there's one thing that I like to do on Instagram is look at other people's video. I was just recently in Oceanside. So if you go on the Instagram right now for Pedrosa Travel Adventures, you will see we have the Top Gun House on there right now.
Nice.
So yeah, we went to the
Well,
Top
now
Gun
that
House.
now that you're talking about your travel agency, what do you, besides cruising and travel related to flying and stuff like that? What else do you do in your website?
Yeah, so additional to travel related, we're doing a lot of social media campaigns. So one of the things that I do, you kind of reversed the question on me there, but one
Yeah.
of the things that I do is, as a side hustle, I do social media for other companies. And so I've done a few different promotions for other companies, including a boxing association, the Riverside Raincross Boxing Association. I did their website.
Yes.
I am associated with a website called Maya Cacao, which is you know what? This is StreamYard. I can actually show this to people. Let's go over to the board. I can show some people these. I'm like, why am I talking about them when I can just show them to you? So if you go to mayacacao.com, they are a chocolate company. I don't know why it's doing that to me.
So to make sure that you're not a robot.
At cats apparently right now. I have to verify all the cats. I don't know why it's doing that to me.
To verify that you're a person, not a robot.
Yeah, I guess. There we go.
Nice.
Who wants to make sure I'm not a robot? We live in a world these days where you have to verify to computer that you're a human. That's the world that we live in today. So yeah, I do websites. This is one of the websites. And if you're ever, speaking of cruising, if you're ever in Ensenada, one of the websites that I associate with is a spa company. Tell them that John Pedrosa sent you. You can get a discount with massage and facial care at Ensenada. So these are some of the things that I do. I like to build websites for small companies.
Okay.
And help promote them onto different media platforms.
Yes.
I see that we had some other people come into the house. I didn't want to miss them. I see Mona did What is in the House. Welcome to the show. And then my buddy from Utah, Fearless Ramblers in the house.
Captain Rambler is here.
Captain Ramblers in the house. And then did I get everybody else? I think I got everybody else there. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing these days. And then if you ever are interested, you can go to one of our social media sites. Let's do this. We'll do Instagram.com. If it works. I did this right. It should work. See? Yep. There is the Pedrosa Travel Channel. And this is the Top Gun House. And you can see me riding on the recreation of the same motorcycle that Maverick himself was on. It's now a pie place, actually. They sell pies there. So that's what it's all about at the Top Gun House. That's the scene. The funny part about that movie is they show him riding on this motorcycle. And in the movie, he's riding uphill, but it's really flat because, hello, it's the coastline. It's flat there. So that's some movie magic trivia.
Movie trick, yes. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. We're glad that you're even here, Fearless Ramble. We're glad that you're here, even if you're on your phone. I totally get it. So, speaking of traveling, Eddie, if you were, I like to ask this question because I believe in travel, not just places, but I think for you, a travel person, this would be more of a profound question. But if you could travel to not just any place, but any time, what would that be, Eddie?
Oh, wow. I would love to go back to the 1400s. Be when the traveling was and those ships were leaving Europe to come find the new land and the new beginnings and the new discoveries and all that. Oh, man, that'd be amazing.
Okay.
Amazing times.
You want to be on those first discovery ships. You would like it in San Diego. In San Diego, they have a recreation of, I think it's the Nina from, the Nina Santa Maria. They have one of those ships in the San Diego port. You would love that.
Nice.
I'll have to put some pictures up for you. So I see you have some things coming up, and we'll talk about that. But this is about group cruising today. So I see in your Nightbot there that you have the Secret Booze Cruise coming up on October 28th, November 3rd. Two November 3rd. I was like, there's two back-to-back cruises. Wow. I was like, you're ambitious, Eddie. You're ambitious.
Hey, sure, why not?
I'm getting there. Paradise in Tampa, Key West, Montenegro Bay. That is going to be awesome. And then
living out of Tampa on the Carnival Paradise, October 28th through November 3rd. It's a 6-day cruise. And we're going to go to Key West, first stop, then Montego Bay, then Grand Cayman. It's going to be excellent. I already got about 8 cabins taken care of, another 8 on the works. So it's excellent. Get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel for further details.
Okay, I am very interested in this, and this is going to feature prominently in our next section. But first, I wanted to let people know, if you are here on the Pedrosa side, you can put in #DropLink. One of the things, as we had so many great people here on the Travel Show, both on Eddie's, I don't remember what yours is, Eddie, on your side, but if you put in #DropLink here on the Pedrosa Travel Channel Show, it will show out. And then over on Eddie's side, it is #YoYoYo, because I like to promote connecting and networking. I'm not about sub for sub, but I do think it is good to explore other channels and to look out. You never know. You'll find the next scratching lottery, or you'll find the next Bob Manola, and you'll be talking about alligators on your live stream soon. That's what you'll
do. Right. Yeah, definitely. I do. I'm very picky now when I choose a channel to subscribe to, and I also like to, like you said, go check them out and see what they have. And if they're doing something I like, then I subscribe. If it's not on my taste, then we move on and look for something else. Mm-hmm. But I like to do that now. Yes.
Yeah, and that's very important. Don't just subscribe to any channel. Make sure you go to the channel and you know who they are. Unfortunately, there is a lot of craziness out there, and you don't want to be affiliated with craziness sometimes.
You got that right.
Eddie always says, there's no bail money out there for you.
That's right. You get in trouble, I ain't got no bail money for you. So
no bail money for you.
That's right.
But if you are going to subscribe out there, make sure you go find a nice video, at least 3 minutes long, because if you don't do 3 minutes long, you're not doing justice to that YouTube creator. Watch the video for 3 minutes and then subscribe, comment, help each other out, because in the end, we're all just travelers ourselves, and we like to help each other out. That's what it's all about here.
Yep, you got that right. Yes, and yes.
So the topic for today is group cruising, and as you said, you have your own group cruise scheduled.
Yes.
And I was hoping that you could explain to our viewers, maybe some people that are new to cruising and some that are more experienced in cruising. Group cruising is definitely something that is trending right now. I've seen a lot of group cruises come up. And what exactly is a group cruise?
Well, it's definitely a group of people that get together as either following a channel or following a Facebook group that they get together, and they happen to enjoy things that they're going to do on the cruise ship. They could do their own festivities or activities within the cruise ship. Example, a bar crawl, a cabin crawl, where you do different, you go to different cabins and check out their cabins. Being a Halloween cruise, we're going to be giving out candy to those people that are going to be in the cabin crawl. And the bar crawl that we're doing also, people over there are going to drink from bar to bar. Mm-hmm. I'm not a drinker, but I'm going to be with them because I want to film to me, I'm gonna make it like a blog from the beginning. How everybody
content. It's all about the content.
Yeah, everybody starts in a fine line, and let's see who finishes. And how you finish it. So, and thank God that I'm not a drinker, so I'll be able to finish that.
Bonus points if you fall, because that's good content.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to pick up the pace and stay within the group that they're doing, because they might be a little faster than me. I got to do elevators and all that. So that's going to take me some time. So I'm hoping by the time I make it to the bar, they're still there, or they haven't just get a quick sip and gone.
Well, I guess if
Also,
they do a
we're
shot,
gonna
they
get
would
to,
be
yeah.
really fast.
Yes, and then hopefully we'll get together the night before. We got plans to stay within the same hotel and go out dinner the night before of the cruise, so we could get to know each other. Those I don't. A lot of these people I already know a few. I already know a lot of them on camera, but I haven't met them personally yet. So hopefully we could all get together, get to know each other a little bit better. So once we start the cruise, we be more familiar with each other. So and then have a good time. It's a couple of activities to keep everybody together, but you're free to do whatever you want once you're in the cruise. Go eat, drink, whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
It's your own vacation, so stick to it.
Yeah, that's something that people should know about. That it's always your own vacation. My understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong here, is there's different types of group cruises. Some are
Yes.
officially organized, and some are unofficially organized. What's
Yes.
the difference there?
Either you go through the cruise line and you work a deal with them, or you do have to have a per se name that you do with the cruise line, so they book those cabins aside for you to for the group that you're bringing in, and then there's a number of cabins that you need to fill out. The unannounced group cruises, when people just happen to be all coming to the same cruise, they just happen to be there, and somehow they get together and they do their own thing, but it's not official with the cruise line.
Yes, and so there are official cruises where people will separate a certain number of cabins. And for that, my understanding is they'll get certain types of benefits with those cabins.
Yes.
One maybe being a discounted rate because there are more
Yes.
cabins. I've heard
Mhm.
of things like extra cruise credit
That
on
could be
a
one.
group
Yes.
cruise too.
Mhm.
Maybe you might want to explain what a cruise credit is, Eddie, to those who are not, or maybe have not gotten one. If they don't know what a cruise credit is, or maybe they've never gotten a cruise credit, what exactly is that when they get a cruise credit?
Cruise credit is an amount of dollars that the cruise line gives you to spend within the ship. You could either use it for dining, you could use it for souvenirs within the cruise. You could use some of it you might be able to use it in the casino, and it's money to spend within the cruise. So it's good to have.
Now, I noticed that when you were talking about your group cruise that was coming up, you were talking about having ocean to ocean travel is helping you out with your coming group cruise. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's a travel agent. And a lot of people, I think it's interesting when you talk about travel agents and booking cruises because a lot of people do not like to book through travel agents
Yeah.
because they think that maybe they're going to get less of a deal booking through a travel agent.
No.
Um, but you're shaking your head there. So what is the advantage of booking through a travel agent versus booking on your own?
You could do book on your own, but remember the travel agent has the inside deals and inside information that you might not get on the website, that the cruise line might not benefit by telling you about it. They're not going to give you everything in a silver platter. They're just going to let you know, you could book through them. Some rates might be a little lower, might be higher. Who knows? By booking with a travel agent, this person is keeping an eye on your booking. So let's say there's a discount, there's something else going on, something else comes up, the travel agent will communicate with this stuff with you a lot quicker than the getting an email from the cruise place. There's some stuff to be worked out. The travel agents do not. They work on a commission from the cruise line once you book through them. So it's the same price, either booking with a travel agent or booking on your own. It's going to be basically the same price. So by going through a travel agent, you're benefiting yourself also by getting somebody that's going to back you up even more.
Yeah, just know that with a travel agent, I always tell people with the travel agent, there's going to be extra amenities out there that the cruise, like you said, it's not always out there that the cruise benefit for you to get a lower fare.
Yes.
And you might be working like I work during the day. And if you have a travel agent, they can look for lower fares.
Yeah.
Because one secret, a big secret out there, folks, is just because you pay one price doesn't mean you can't get a lower price later. You
That's
just
right.
need to know when to ask for that price. and that's a
Right.
big thing. And I see Bomanola Adventures is in the house.
That's right.
Nice to see you, Bomanola Lawn Adventures. Your ears must have been burning as we were talking to you, everybody, about your crazy alligator adventures out there. You
Yep.
certainly have some unique hazards out there, Mr.
Bing.
Bomanola.
You had the word gator, and that was it.
We're glad to see that you still have all 10 fingers and 10 toes.
And on your limbs, yes.
All your limbs intact. Please keep it that way.
That's why he's
Keep
letting
your
his
arms and
son
limbs to
do the
yourself,
riding.
please.
You know. All right,
Thank
Roy.
you for coming in, Roy and Becky. We are happy to have you in the show today. And
Yes,
we are
already.
happy that Pomanola Lawn Adventures has survived the Gators. I think they were waiting for you, man. I think they were waiting for you. They were just waiting in that pond.
Yeah, yeah,
That could have been interesting.
yeah. Come for
That's
a
the name
swim.
of
See
the
what
game.
happens.
That's
Yeah,
the
anything
name of
for
the game.
content. Yeah.
It's all about content. It's all about content. Now, going back to the group cruises. Now, one thing about group cruises is, like you said, there can be official ones where just anybody can book a cruise, and you can just be a bunch of friends booking a cruise, and then you can book some together. And sometimes I've also heard that on a group cruise, if you book together, there'll be special amenities. Like they might have a special party just for your group, or they might have a special room.
Yeah.
Now, the key with that, what I heard, and you can correct me if I'm wrong there, is if you are not part of the official group cruise there, then you don't get all those benefits. Is that correct?
That's right. Yes, that's right.
So, like, if everybody in the official group cruise rate is getting a $50 credit, if you booked on your own, you're not going to get that $50 credit.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, you could still go on other things like you were talking about, like that bar crawl. You can still go to the bar crawl. You can still hang out with your friends. But if they did like a credit for everybody, you're not going to get that credit. If there's a special party with limited entrance, you're not going to be able to go there because the room was only booked for those that were in the group cruise. So, and then I'm seeing here that you have Booze Cruise merchandise also.
That's right.
You got some swag. So what kind of Booze Cruise merchandise do you got going on?
This right now is for the Booze Cruise that we're having in this October now, coming up in about 140 something days, living out of New Orleans. I designed the shirt for the Booze Cruise, one of them, and there's still either two or three other designs that are coming to it also, but this one's the official shirt for the Booze Cruise this year in October, living out of New Orleans.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you want to have part of the official group cruise merchandise, go to bonfire.com, Eddie Lugo Studio Swag, and you can be part of it. Just 146 days is till the Booze Cruise.
Yep, Denise will be there.
Yep. And for me, I think I am now 12 days out from mine. My next cruise is not a group cruise. I am going by myself, but that's okay. As long as you're on the ship, it's all good. I'm going to Ensenada coming up, not this next Friday, but the Friday afterwards. So June the 16th will be my next cruise out to Ensenada, Mexico. I get some cruise credit myself, but it's because I'm a stockholder with Carnival Cruise Line, so they give me some stock credit. So there's something that if you're in the know, you know. If you're a stockholder in Carnival Cruise Line, you get the minimum. You get $50 cruise credit as a stockholder to Carnival Cruise Line. Hey, and we have Cruise Nuts in the house. Welcome to the show, Cruise Nuts. You were watching the Pedrosa Travel Show. We're live with Eddie Lugo from Eddie Lugo Studios. We're talking about group cruises and all the cool things that you can do on a group cruise. And so, how exactly do you create a group cruise? How does one go about organizing something like this?
Well, get yourself with a travel agent, somebody that has the experience and the knowledge about it. Like right now, you are a travel agent already, so you don't really need anybody to tell you about it. You could come up with your own group cruise. What I did was I got connected with Bruce, and we talked about it. And I wanted to find out the benefits and the to-dos to get inside information about a group cruise. He explained the whole thing to me. So he helped me decide the city and the ship and the itinerary that we're going to follow. The ones we both found, I liked it a lot. I said it's a little bit different from what I'm used to. I want to go to places that I haven't been to. So, and this the one we chose for our group cruise, it's what we're gonna go with. I sell in R because he's me and him were in charge of this group cruise. You know, it's my name, but he's the TA for the group, and I'm already working on 2025. So you never know. Something from the East
Okay.
Coast is gonna take off again. So yes,
Yeah. Hello, peer runners. Welcome into the show. We're happy to have you. Everyone's welcome to the Patricia Travel Channel with Live with Eddie Lugo. And so you bring up a good point there, Eddie. You do not need to be a travel agent to organize your own group cruise.
yes,
Anybody can organize a group cruise as long as you have an idea, and people don't need to be afraid of organizing a group cruise. It's not like if you don't reserve the spots, if you don't fill up the spots, there's no penalty. It's
that's
only
right.
benefit to you.
That's right.
So if you tell the cruise agency, if you tell the cruise lines, I'm going to fill up 10 cabins, and you don't fill up your 10 cabins, it's not a big deal. You might not get as good benefits, but you'll still have a cruise, and so you'll still be out there. And another thing is people don't understand is there are benefits for the organizer as well. Especially if you're working through a travel agent can get special benefits for an organizer. So if you have a big group, and it doesn't have to be just like a group like we're doing like here, like a social media group. It can be like you can do this for family reunions, anniversaries,
Definitely.
bachelor parties. I've seen it all. There's all sorts of types of group cruises.
Even a wedding too.
And even weddings.
Yeah.
Usually it's before or after the wedding when I see those type of things. And so I see something out there, somebody talking about the pineapple scavenger hunt. Is that something I want to know about?
Yes, we're gonna have one.
Okay.
In 2024, we are. These cruise lines are gonna be in charge of it. So.
Okay. Well, I've heard of finding ducks.
They're gonna be finding
pineapples, but I'm kind of afraid to ask, what's a pineapple scavenger hunt? I don't know.
They're gonna be all over the place. Just look for them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it does segue into my next question. So, what kind of activities besides getting things like credit or discounts on rooms, what kind of activities do you do on a group cruise?
Depending on the cruise, man, we could go do a night of games. We could also do a get together on the by the in the little and do a party within ourselves. There's a lot of stuff that you could do. You could get together and do a drawing contest. You could also get karaoke. Get a group of from the group do karaoke. Shot glass exchanges. We're gonna do the candy also with the cabin crew that we're doing. It's gonna be like a Halloween kind of thing. We are going to get together and exchange gift within ourselves. Also, there's many things you could think of. The thing is, keep your group happy, organized, together, and have fun. That's the main thing to do. Have fun, and we're also gonna get costumes and get a contest going. And hey, you never know.
Yep, we have a question on the floor from Bama Nola Lawn Adventures. He says, "Could I join a group cruise with somebody that I don't know?"
Yes.
Yes, that is part of the fun of joining a group cruise. Is if you're joining a social media group cruise like the one that Eddie's sponsoring, you won't know everybody there. That's so that you can learn about new people, and the best part about it is if you meet these people and you don't like them, well, guess what? You still have your own cabin. You don't have to hang out with them the whole cruise.
That's right. Yep.
You can do as much or as little as you want on a cruise. It's always your vacation. You can go and do the things that you want to do, and that'll help you out. And then I see here from EM Archer, I'm 8 days out from leaving New York to LAX. Welcome to California. And then I'm on the way to the Philippines. I'm curious, where are you going to the Philippines? The Philippines is a great country. I'd be curious to find out. Let me know in the comments where you're going. Ian Archer is saying that they can't draw to save their life, so it's okay. Neither can I. That's why I contract all my graphics work. I'll be contracting from Eddie. I'll be paying Eddie to do my graphic work here in a little bit.
I'll do the sketch, and then I will have somebody know with the computers and all that to do the final silhouette of the drawing. Yes.
There you
Very
go.
nice.
I need some good graphics. I need a better background. I'm still learning this StreamYard thing, but I'll get there eventually. I was doing eMukes, but I was having just too many technical problems with eMukes, so I had to make sure that I switched over to something more reliable.
Yes.
As you said, you upgrade little by little. Is that all your swag in the background there? Is that where you're showing off back there?
That's right.
Nice. Show off all the swag back there. So what group cruise activity are you looking forward to the most for doing on this?
Oh man,
this one or any of?
Definitely the cabin crawl, because
crawl.
we're gonna as we're going in the cabins, we're gonna be hiding some stuff in there too. Without hopefully the person that is staying there are gonna find out. So something to do with pineapples. You never know.
Oh, that's funny. That's okay. No comment from the peanut gallery from me.
You didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything. I'm a married guy. I'm a happily married guy. I don't even know much more about that. Okay, you're going from Los Angeles to Angeles. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Ian Archer is going from Los Angeles to Angeles in the Philippines. Very nice. I believe Angeles is not too far outside of Manila, if I remember right.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember my geography. One of these days, I definitely want to go to the Philippines.
Yes.
So, besides the bar, we got pineapples. You are the king of pineapples.
That's right.
And it's just a delicious fruit.
That's
I agree.
Right. Yes, it is.
I don't get it sometimes. Like people have like I heard something about like flamingos the other day. I'm like, what do the poor flamingos have to do with anything?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just, we all do it in fun. In our part, it's
all fun. It's all fun.
You know, we get a laugh out of it, so that's why we do it. We do it for content, you know.
Hey, Travel Adventures with Eric B. We're happy to have you. Another great travel blogger from Louisiana out there teaching us all things about New Orleans and what to do and not to do out there in New Orleans. Great vlogger out there if you haven't been out there.
Eric B.
Apparently there's a comment out in the house. Eddie, your Miami baseball team is winning over Texas 3-0, top of the third.
I hope he's talking about the University of Miami, because if it's the Marlins, no. Sorry.
The only thing I know about the Marlins is I know Marlin tacos. When you go to Baja, that's the thing. You have Marlin tacos. That's all I know about that.
I don't follow the Marlins. They sold out in 1997 and 2003. That was it. I was done with them. I follow the Mets, New York Mets.
The New York Mets. Okay, got to stay true to the colors there.
That's right.
Go back to the home team. Well, it's been
Miami Hurricanes, the University of Miami.
It's been great having you on the show today. Is there anything else that we should know about a group cruise that's important, Eddie?
Well, if you want to find out, please get in touch with Bruce. Bruce said, Ocean to Ocean Travel soon. So you'll be part of this amazing group cruise that we're having in October 28, 2024 in the Carnival Paradise, leaving out of Tampa in a 6-day cruise. Please get in touch with him, and then I will definitely be cruising. So it's going to be great. It's going to be nice. We're there to have fun and get to be among ourselves, get to know your creators that you see on the screen here. You get to see them in person, and we get to chat and talk and have a meal together. And most of the best part of it is to have a nice cup of coffee. So
yeah, Bruce is a great guy. If you can, I would encourage you to go and call if you're interested, and just talking to there's no obligation to talk to a travel agent.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
could just go and talk to one and find out and get some questions out there.
Yes.
I don't know much about the Hurricanes. I'm assuming he's talking about a baseball team there.
The University of Miami, the Hurricanes. Yeah. So if he's talking about that team, yes, that's my team.
Okay.
And I also follow the University of Georgia here. Now that we're here in Georgia, I kind of jumped in their bandwagon, by winning back to back. But I am a Miami Hurricanes fan from the '80s.
Your ears must have been burning, Bruce.
Yes, yes.
Your ears were burning. You were texting him, "Get on the channel right now." They're talking about you.
Ears. He had the sonar from the.
This is the guy that you want to talk
bats.
to. You want to talk to Ocean Travel. Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel.
There you
Call
go.
him up today, and he can help you out and learn more about the secret booze cruise tour. Although I don't think it's very secret if we've announced it like about 500 times already. So,
It's out there, but that's the name of it. The Secret Boot Cruise 2.0.
yeah, but it's good to have you in the house, Bruce. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes.
We've been talking live with Eddie Lugo from Eddie Lugo Studios on the Pedrosa Travel Channel, talking about group cruises and all the awesome things that you can do on a group cruise. I think it's great to finally put some names to the faces, I should say, names to the faces and faces to the names, and learn about your fellow vloggers out there. And
That's right.
It's all about having fun and about having a new friend out there. I think when you do that, it really gets you into the travel spirit. Although I have to say, like many times on a cruise, I'll just go over to the Lido deck and I'll just sit down. And I don't think I've ever sat down on the Lido deck for more than 10 minutes without somebody coming up to me and saying hello. I don't know what it is about cruising in general. Maybe it makes people more friendly, but people are always willing to say hello on a cruise. That's something that I've always experienced.
When we're on a cruise, me and Alice, we're constantly moving around, meeting people and moving around, moving here, going to eat here, going over here, going over there, go to the atrium, play games, I go to Starbucks, get me a cup of coffee. We mellow and we go to the Lido. We walk around the different decks, always meeting people and checking things out.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Well, thank you for coming on the show today. I know you have another show coming up in 10 minutes, so yes. I think we'll leave a little bit early out there. But as always, people, remember, there's always a travel adventure out there. You just need to go find it. Thank you for watching. You have been on the Pedrosa Travel Show live with Eddie Lugo from Eddie Lugo Studios, and we will see you on the next one.